Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. You know, it's really scary. What's really scary is no one's doing anything about what needs to have some people do something about. Did you get that? No one is doing anything about what some people need to do something about. And I guess the people that I'm referring to is our military. Unfortunately, based on what everything appears to be saying, is that inaction is a clear indicator that there won't be any action. You know? The administration has worked diligently to infiltrate every aspect of government. And the majority of people within government are who? Well, they're Democrats. Obama went about meticulously replacing anyone and everyone that the Bushes put into power. So let's project 216. Let's say that in 214 the Democrats get their asses kicked. And the House stays with the Republicans and the Senate reverts to the Republicans. And let's assume in 216 we find a real exciting, viable candidate. None of the Rand Pauls or the whoever else, but a real exciting candidate, like Dr. Ben Carson. And maybe Judge Jeanine for vice president. That would be a winning ticket. Let's assume that they ran. Let's assume that they won. They're going to have a real big problem on their hands. And the reason that is the entire government has been infiltrated by Democrats. So what really has to happen is, I guess, the Republicans, if they do take the Oval Office, have to do a complete house cleaning. And that'll be a massive, massive project. Because Obama's had 5, he might have 7 years, he might have 8 years to further pollute the government with his Democratic cronies. That's really what they all are. They don't have a lick of concern about the American people. The only thing they concern themselves with is their own ability to remain as an elitist. And that's becoming incredibly evident based on what people like Mary Landrieu from Louisiana, they're trying to backpedal as far out as possible from Obamacare. But it was her vote that threw it into the nightmare that we're all living. When Obama gave her state $350 million. She thought by bringing home that kind of bacon, she would win the gratitude of the voters. And I'm sure she did. But I'm just hoping that the voters woke up and realized the damage that she's done, not only to Louisiana, but to every single American in this country. She's just one of them. Every single Democrat that's up for re-election needs to be put into the garbage heap pile where they all belong. Every single one of them. And if Americans vote to keep them in power, they deserve what they're all going to get. And once again, if the Republicans do take control of the Oval Office, they're going to have a real big, big challenge on their hands to empty the swamps. Because Obama's filled the swamps with his Democratic cronies. That's what I think. So what do you think?